Mmm.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel where I try to cook for my wife. Today we have a bit of a sweet one for you. Korean honey bread. When I went to Korea for the first time and I walked into a cafe, I saw this loaf of bread topped with whipping cream and I was so confused on what that was. But when I ordered it and I tried it, it was actually pretty good. So today we are going to try and recreate this using my air fryer. But if you don't have an air fryer, you can definitely use an oven as well. The only thing you really need for this recipe is a sweet tooth, because man, this is sweet. Anyway, let's do this. So we are going to need 1 square loaf of bread. I got mine at an Asian grocery store. Could you use another kind of bread? Probably. But square bread is the real deal for this recipe. Let's cut off the end part. Pretty good. Cut off about 5 to 8 centimeters, or more if you want. Just make sure it will still fit in your air fryer. It's so tough cutting straight lines. Next, we want to divide this bread into 9 pieces, but make sure you don't cut through all the way. Putting some chopsticks will help with that. I learned this from Paek-Tong-Won. He's a really popular Korean chef. Thank you. This is where the honey part of honey bread comes in. You can put more or less than what I put. Just make sure you spread some on each part. And don't forget the top, of course. Now, I wasn't born in Canada, but I did learn to love maple syrup. So just in case things aren't sweet enough, let's add a bit of this as well. You could skip this step if it's too sweet for you. Just a little more. Since we're not making this to be healthy, top the bread with a generous layer of butter. Trust me, this is going to be incredible. Grab some aluminum foil and fold it nicely to the size of your bread. Make sure not to cover the sides though, or they will not brown. Carefully pick up this tower of sweetness and butter and lower it into the air fryer. You can also use a normal oven for this if you don't have an air fryer, but air fryers are awesome. Alright, let's turn this thing on and hope for the best. Meanwhile, I'm just going to make some more sweet stuff to put on top of the sweet stuff. Mix it well until you get those cool little peaks. Homemade whipping cream is so much better than any store-bought stuff, but feel free to use whatever works best for you. If you're lazy, just get the can and you know that one. Okay, it's toasted to perfection. But getting this thing out was such a pain. Oops. No. Ugh. Oh, that's hideous. Okay, we can fix this. No one will know. Just hide the imperfections with a bunch of whipping cream. maybe a bit more. I lightly roasted some almonds to put on top. Best choice, definitely a must. Or, well, you can also put something else on if you want. Be creative. After all, you're the one eating it. So, I don't know, put some Skittles on there. I don't care. Finally, we add 1 scoop of ice cream and of course some more maple syrup on top for looks. Life has never been so sweet. There you have it, my version of Korean honey bread. Let's see what the wife thinks.
You keep making this amazing dessert. Is it do it cafe or something? Okay. Let's make a leg. It's a lot better than cafe. It's a lot better than cafe. Hannah, do you want to try? Huh? It's amazing. It's so good. In Korea, this is one of very popular Korean cafe dessert. I wasn't a huge fan of it that time. The reason why was in cafe, I always felt like the syrup that they put on the top, it almost felt like a sugar syrup. They made out of water or like a sugar itself. But this one, honey and maple syrup, is just amazing. I know, Hannah, that's how I feel. Huh? Honey bread made out of quality ingredient tastes so different. This is so good. Who needs to be on diet when you can eat honey bread instead? This crust is amazing. It's just crispy and like almost like cookie.